Hey guys, All in Crypto here, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. I hope you've all had an amazing week and are looking forward to your weekends. In this video, guys, we're going to be diving into Vechain. We've not covered Vechain in a little while, and today is the perfect day to cover it. Yesterday, we released a tweet saying that we were actually buying Vechain yesterday. And the reason for doing this was just because in terms of an investment proposition that Vechain offers, it's unbelievable. It is such an undervalued project, underappreciated, that I can see nothing but upside for this. And yesterday my thinking was I didn't want to put any more of my capital into some of the smaller altcoins that carry a little bit more risk. I don't want to put it into some of the larger altcoins that may only give me a, potentially max 5x on my investment. I wanted to put my money into something with a smallish market cap, with huge potential, that's very sturdy, very stable, is already seeing real world adoption, and Vechain ticked a number of boxes for me. So we loaded up on Vechain yesterday, and ultimately, guys, you have now, in my opinion, embarked on your next leg for Vechain that is going to see you well above your previous all-time highs. I'm going to show you why that is in this video. We're of course going to take a look at Bitcoin for those of you who haven't watched my earlier videos or only watched my Vechain videos. It's absolutely important to keep an eye on Bitcoin and what it's doing. Watch this, guys. I'm going to invert the chart. Nobody is talking about this head and shoulders. So this is the Bitcoin chart flipped upside down. So down is up is down. You've got a head and shoulders here, ladies and gentlemen. You're seeing weakness in your right shoulder, which is usually a precursor for the head and shoulders to play out. So we're exceptionally bullish on crypto as a whole. Also, the total 2 is giving us very much a similar story. I also want to talk, because we've not covered Vechain in a little while, and we've not covered it since China kind of came out and banned crypto, about that and the fact that Vechain is largely unaffected. In actual fact, Vechain have partnerships with the Chinese government. VTrust adopted by local Chinese government, helping 300k citizens to return to normalcy. They're also constantly getting covered by the Chinese state-owned media. They were at a food and beverage conference. Vechain's BD director just spoke at Food and Beverage Technology Summit 2021 in, I'm not going to try and say that, a place in China. Joined by global companies and research bodies, we shared insight on digital transformation and how radically blockchain can disrupt the food and beverage industry. VET will drive this evolution. I mean, how can you not be bullish on Vechain? And like I say, at 8 cents yesterday, I was just like plowing whatever I had into it. I am exceptionally bullish on this, and it's. You're on this journey. This is your Elliott wave theory structure that we have in place for Vechain. And right now you're in your 5th and potentially final wave of this bull run. I'm expecting a $1 to $1.50 Vechain price. If it was at 8 cents yesterday, that's well over a 10x. That's a very good return. And it's not such a risky cryptocurrency. Certainly where it was at yesterday after this pullback, we've already had the pullback. I don't need to hold and sit through that again. It was a very appealing investment to make. And we're in this 5th and final wave. You've done your 1 wave, your 2 wave, and you're now about to work on your 3 wave, which is going to be significantly bigger than your 1 wave. I think typically, if we look at how Vechain acts after its first wave, 1 wave, 2 wave. 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave. You smash your prior all-time highs. Same again in this wave. You come down, 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave will typically take you well above your previous all-time high. So expect new all-time highs for Vechain. Let's quickly take a look at where that is from where we're at today. It's around about 160%. I think that's going to happen in a very short period of time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm exceptionally excited. I think you're going to go above and beyond. And like I say, we are expecting that $1 to $1.50 price. If you've not already seen my videos on how we get that price using fibs and Elliott wave theory and a number of other things, do go and check that out. So on a short-term time frame, you're very much, this was, in terms of Elliott wave theory, 1 wave, 2 wave, and this was you embarking on your 3rd wave, your 3rd macro wave. And can you see how you kind of do it, how it plays out? Let's see if I can get a little bit more. Can you see this? you fall short of your prior all-time high. You're doing a very similar thing today. If this what happened over here, what happened down here, guys, is just repeating pretty much perfectly over here. In actual fact, I'll lower the time frame and show you on this chart to just demonstrate it a little bit more accurately. Can you see this structure that we're currently going through? It's already played out on a smaller scale, and this is what we've been trying to repeat to you during this sell-off. You know, volatility, VeChain sells off very, very hard. It's a laggard. It doesn't typically tend to, in the recovery, it lags behind, and this is a number of reasons. They're not on Coinbase yet. They're not on Kraken. They're not on a number of big exchanges, but this is all to come. This is all going to be another driving force, driving force for VeChain's price. We're exceptionally bullish, guys. And like I say, yesterday I just couldn't help but buy VeChain, and this is really where, like I say, this Bitcoin chart here, this head and shoulders that nobody seems to be talking about, it's apparent to me, guys. Can you see this? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and we break, and that gives us up 70k plus. I think it's about 76, 78k plus target for Bitcoin. So the overall crypto space is looking very bullish. The total 2 is painting a similar picture. You've got this. And even with Bitcoin, guys, can you see this? You've got this kind of cup and handle. You've got your cup and handle here. If we invert the total 2, if you were looking at this as a chart and you didn't know that this was an inverted chart, so a backwards chart, you've got a potential head and shoulders pattern at play here. So everything to me, all roads are leading to Jerusalem. The stars are aligning. This is something that we've not actually spoken about on the channel. This is a huge partnership for VeChain. BYD, one of the largest Chinese car brands and the world's top-selling plug-in electrical car manufacturer, is further tackling carbon emission imbalance by partnering with DNV, GL, and VeChain. Complementing blockchain-based proof of concept, and is mass production ready. This is huge. How can you look at VeChain and be anything but bullish? I mean, we get new partnerships every single day. They have really cornered a large part of the market across the board, really, in regards to the supply chain industry, the food and drinks industry, you know, the pet food industry in China. They've pretty much cornered. They're working with the largest supplier of pet food. Unbelievably bullish, ladies and gents. And can you see what you had in your RSI on the daily? You've got this kind of bottoming out. I mean, this is really, these are your waves here, by the way, guys, your Elliott waves. 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave, 4th wave, 5th wave. That is going to take you up here before we see any kind of an ABC correction from the end of it. So things are looking extremely positive, extremely healthy. One thing, and it's kind of a childish thing, I guess, I love about buying VeChain is just how much you get for your money. I mean, I know that that's, you know, the supply is obviously a lot greater than many of the cryptocurrencies out there, hence why you get so much, but it's just so cheap, and it's such a nice thing to do, to look at your VeChain balance and have that amount of coins in there. And like I said, yesterday for me was an absolute steal. This is a steal of a project still, guys, in comparison with where it's going to go. I don't know anywhere. I mean, if we do get to that $1 range, which I'm expecting we will, and we'll actually go above and beyond it, that's a 10x from where we're at today, guys. What kind of an investment is going to give you that return? And this isn't I don't want to use the word risky, because there's always risk investing in any kind of an emerging market like the one we're in. But it's less risky than many of the projects out there, because you know we've gone through some of the fundamentals in this video, some of the partnerships, the team. You know, it's a very strong, healthy project. And Vetho, one thing that I am doing at the moment is staking my VeChain for Vetho. Vetho is a project, or Vethor is a project that we're really going to take a look into in some of these videos. We'll probably give it its own video really explaining what it is. It's very interesting, their kind of concept or consensus mechanism that VeChain use. So yeah, that's really what we're expecting. We're expecting more continuation. We think BTC looks healthy. You're setting up this kind of inverse head and shoulders. And this is obviously the inverted chart. This is the normal chart for Bitcoin. Things are looking good. And back to the weekly. Anybody concerned about VeChain's direction? Low, high, low, high, low. And we're going to make a high. it's going up. This is an uptrending chart, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody with even a basic level of TA capabilities would be able to tell you that. You don't bet against the trend. This is an upward trending chart. It's clear on the daily as well. Can you see this? Continuing to make these higher highs and higher lows. This is an upward trending chart. We have been in a bit of a downtrend. We do look to have broke that, ladies and gents. Expect big things. That's what we're expecting, and I think you should be too. You know, very solid project. We thought we'd just share this about this Chinese car manufacturing. Remember, Chinese government actually seems to be pretty much on board with Vechain. So the China news could actually be one of the most bullish things for Vechain. Like I say, Vechain really pose no threat to the Chinese yuan, and that's really what the ban is about preventing the Chinese citizens from having any kind of a financial liberty. That's really all I have for you in this video, ladies and gents. I'm going to love and leave you on that note. If you've enjoyed the content, like is always appreciated. So is a comment, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you in the next YouTube video. Thanks a lot for supporting the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, guys.